This section is going to cover the tools and techniques used for cost estimating. There are several tools and techniques to take into account when doing cost estimating. Analogous estimating, determining the resource cost rates, bottom-up estimating, parametric estimating, project management software, vendor bid analysis, reserve analysis, and the cost of quality. Analogous estimating is also known as a top-down estimating form. It uses the actual cost of a similar activity completed on a previous project to determine the cost of the current activity. You should ask people with expert judgment on these similar activities. It's a helpful technique when detailed information about the project is not available, and it's used to estimate total project cost. It's useful early in the project when detail is not yet known. When estimating the cost of a project, another key item is to determine the resource cost rates. This would be for both human resources and for materials. The organizational process assets may have a vendor list with rates. You might also have vendor quotes from a bid for contract. The project management office or finance department may have internal resource rates. Bottom-up estimating is the process of estimating individual schedule activities or costs. These costs are added together for a total estimate for the entire work package. You estimate every activity individually and then roll them up into the whole estimate. The process is time-consuming, and the cost of this technique goes up as the detail in the activities goes up. Parametric estimating is a quantitatively based estimating method that multiplies the quantity of work by a single rate. Project management software is a good package or tool for supporting cost estimating, baselining, and tracking costs. Vendor bid analysis involves gathering information from vendors to establish cost estimates. This is done when performing a request for bids. It compares several vendor bids to establish sensible rates for estimating. The reserve analysis is also called a buffer or contingency estimate. It means adding a portion of costs to the activity to account for budgeting risk. It can be a percentage of estimated costs or a set number of cost elements to the activity or the overall budget. The cost of quality is the total cost to produce the product or service of the project according to the quality standards. It includes planned or unplanned costs and rework, such as prevention costs, appraisal costs, and failure costs, both internal and external. This concludes our segment on the tools and techniques for cost estimating. In the next section, we'll cover the outputs.